Hi, it's me and Vivi, and I haven't done a video in a long time because I haven't felt inspired to do one, but I'm getting more sleep now, so I'm getting like idea after idea after idea, just like so inspired to do a whole bunch of new projects. And I didn't even take time to comb my hair because I only have a little bit of time to do this, and I wanted to just tell you guys two things. So one thing that I discovered is these little green pouches, and it's www.littlegreenpouch.com, and this is really cool. You can make your own baby food and put it in here, and then it actually has a Ziploc where you put it in, and there's a little funnel that you can get also that helps with inserting the food, and then there's a lid that comes off, and you probably have seen these disposables. So what I've been doing is making my own baby food recipes for Vivi and putting them in here. They're also a smaller size, which are really cool as well. So that's really cool. So I guess there's three things, because the second thing I wanted to say is I was reading the instructions on this, and it says, what if I lose one of the tops? And this is what I think is so cool. So this company made their tops compatible with the disposable tops. And that is so amazing, because when you create something that is compatible with what's already out there and that works with what's already going on, it adds to, rather than creating something that's either disposable or that doesn't work compatibly with what's already there. So you create a product that basically people have to either like replace what they have, or buy special things from your product to fit with your product only, so that you are just making all the money, right? But I think that this idea of creating something that is compatible with what's already out there, so it's building and adding to rather than creating a deficit, is amazing, an amazing way to live. And I just wanted to like give so many props to this company that they're creating on this level and with this level of heart, because that helps the environment, that helps it helps everything on every level to use what's already out there and build on that. So that was the second thing, I guess. This is Vivian. Uh-oh. The lipstick. And then the third thing, I'll do a longer video on this later, but for now I just wanted to mention it because I want you guys to have the chance to order this and get going with me on it if it inspires you to do so. And what I've felt really inspired to do is to start a series on reconnection with self and heart for new moms, because I am someone that came from a massive level of disconnection from when I was really little into a massive level of connection with myself. And I wrote a book about that. This is my first book. It's called Guided by Your Own Stars, Connect with the Inner Voice and Discover Your Dreams. So it's for those people who, when you see that billboard that says, do what you love, or that bumper sticker or whatever that says live your dreams, you're like, awesome, and then 10 seconds later you realize, crap, I have no idea what that is. So this book is really to connect with your heart and your true self, and live from that connection and find out what it is that you love and how to find your God self through the portal of what you love, because love is real, love is really who you are. And when you're doing something that you love and you feel that feeling of in love excitement, like I'm feeling right now about doing this project, you're being your true self, and you're able to see your true self. You're bringing God into the world and love into the world in that way. I heard a Wayne Dyer short video last night. I listened to it, and one of the things he said was that you can either be a host for God, or you can be, I forget exactly what he said. You can be a host for God, or you can basically be run by ego. And it occurred to me there's really nothing in between. You're one or the other. And typically we kind of toggle between the two, but that I really, really love living as a host of God, as a vessel of of God in a spiritual sense, not in a religious sense, if you want to say that. I don't subscribe to any particular religion. Love is my religion, as Amir Zogi used to say. So my project is to go through this book as a new mom, because being a new mom, and if you're a new mom, and I was a mom 30 years ago, and even so, it can knock you on your butt. It can knock you off of your center with a combination of the sleep deprivation, with all the things that are involved in taking care of an infant, let alone the hormone cascades that are involved in pregnancy and giving birth, and then post-birth, and everything is different, right? Everything is different. Your time is allocated differently. You are suddenly not able to use your full brain to focus on your connection to yourself, or your exercise, or your eating, or your meditation practice, or your spiritual practice as it was prior to you having a baby. So being a mom can really be one of those things that yes, brings you further into your heart, and also can seriously knock you off your center and knock you off of the practices that keep you really centered and grounded and living from a place of heart connection, rather than this place of like mentally moving from one crisis to the next, and putting out fires all day long, which can just feel like chaos. And with a new baby, things can easily move into that. So I know for me, it's been really a challenge, and I seriously need this series, and I know how to do it. I'm excited to do it, and I really, really, really am excited, if anyone else wants to do it with me, to go ahead and order my book. I'll put a link at the bottom. It's on Amazon. And go ahead and just start reading the introduction. And then I'm going to do weekly series on this. So my intention is to do 3 videos a week, one pre-practice, in the middle of the practice, and then post-practice. So my book goes through 8 practices to keep you in connection to this true self and living from your heart. So I'm super excited about doing that. If you're interested, please join me. Please tell any new mom that you think would benefit. We're all, just kicked into this different world where sometimes we need to really kind of get a reboot on practices and find how to do those practices in a new way with a new baby in the house and all that goes along with that. And I heard also a great video the other day from Bruce Lipton, and he was talking about how to really change your life. And there are 2 ways, because we are run by 95% unconscious programming that was put in place before we were 7 years old. Because before 7, our brain waves, if you hook people up to electrodes, you're in theta, which is hypnosis. And you're basically encoding, and then the rest of your life you run off of that coding, unless you change it. And there are 2 ways to change it. One is hypnosis. The second is repetition or practice. So I've done a lot of hypnosis, and I've done a lot of repetition and practice, and I know that both are really effective and really needed. And as a new mom, sometimes you really have to get in there and do that repetition. Find a way that you can do that in a new way in your new life with your new baby, and you need to show that baby too how to live in their heart and how to live in a really heart-centered way, rather than just kind of trying to take care of the next diaper and the next throw up and the next meal and the next how are we going to get the dishes done and the shopping done. And it's really easy to fall into that kind of a life where we're in reaction and ricocheting from one event to the next. So I'm really, really in such like a grounded way excited to go through this, to really put these 8 practices back into practice that I know are so effective for me. And the moment I realized I wanted to do this program was the moment I felt so out of disconnection with myself, and have been for a while, and realized hold on a minute, I have literally written a manual about reconnection with self. And I need to order my own book. So I Amazoned my own book because I was traveling and away from home and didn't have a copy. So if you're interested, Amazon a copy, start reading the introduction, and I'll get back to you with another video ASAP. Much love.